Hello, beautiful goddesses. Hello, and welcome to this week's holistic guidance. And we're going to give everyone a moment to hop on. And when you do hop on, say hello. And you know the drill. If you're catching the replay, just let me know that you're catching the replay so I can hold space for you. So this is our holistic guidance, and we do this weekly because we really want to get you soulfully aligned and blissfully healthy, and that is our goal. And more specifically, my mission is really about your physical and emotional well-being during the menopausal years, and we really want to tap into the mindset and the deeper connection, the spirituality side, so you can feel calm, so you can feel empowered and healthy and strong and confident and aligned and joyful, and just bring in everything that is important to you. So if you're jumping on, say hello so I can see you and we can start building up the energy. And we're going to spend a few minutes together this morning or this afternoon, all depending where you are watching from. And we're going to actually do a little bit of hands-on work today. So I'm really excited. Sometimes it's just about the chat and bringing more information in. And sometimes it's about the doing. We love the doing. We love the being. So we're going to kind of do both. Hello, beautiful Christy. It's so nice to see you here, hon. All right, so while we're waiting for everyone that wants to join to pop on, hello, Goddess Diane. It's nice to have you. Hello, Gianna. What a beautiful name. I love that. Welcome. It's so nice to have you. So we're just going to give it a minute or two for everyone to pop on. So if you are new to me, my name is Isabelle, and I welcome you into this sacred space. I am a certified naturopath and light worker, a holistic life coach, and a master practitioner of NLP and timeline therapy. And I've been working in this field for about 3 decades now, and I love to be able to bring forth and bring into the light whatever it is that you want to manifest, right? And we know that a lot of women in the area of menopause, so perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause, around those years, what they really want to bring in is health and alignment, right? So that is why it's so important to feel soulfully aligned and blissfully healthy. We want to combine both, so every day you feel like you are on your path and that you have a vessel, this beautiful body that is yours, that can support you throughout this entire trip. So let's get started. Now, as you know, I usually plan these out and get these ready ahead of time, and sometimes when I open up my Akashic records, because I always do before we start, I'm guided to make a change. Not today. Not today. And I think the reason behind that is because I have been getting a lot of reach outs and texts and messages and emails that people are feeling a little bit blah. I can't really get a great word around it, but just blah, like a lack of energy and focus and motivation and joy and happiness and like wanting to go forward. And I wanted to address that, and I want to give you tips, and I want us to do some clearing around that right here live today. So when you leave the holistic guidance, you're going to have some set ideas of tools that you can use, like easy tools that you can implement. And I want you feeling so much better. So right now, I want you to kind of take the pulse of where you're feeling, so you know if you can grow a little bit and feel even better, right? So let's make it really simple. Let's go from 0 to 10. 0 being and 10 being right? So I want you to take a pulse of where you're at, your body, your mind, your emotions, your spiritual connection, just all of you, your entire being. I want you to get a feel, and a number's going to pop up. And if you'd like to share it, I would love to read it. So weirdly enough, mine came up as 7. So I am definitely modifying that and bringing it up. And I would love to know what yours is, right? And it doesn't matter where you are. And I know I'm a 7 because I got up early and I spent time with my son and I drove out and I brought my puppy out and then I went for a small run and then I had this really great smoothie and I got aligned and prepared with all of you. So Gianna is also a 7, right? So we're aligned right now. So that's good. So we have space to grow. We're feeling good, but we want to feel even better, right? So let's talk a little bit about the energy that's around us. So right now, we are still in the full moon energy, which means it's still about releasing. It's still about letting go. It's still about forgiveness. And it's still about making space. So first thing, Deanne says a 5. Awesome. So there's so much room for improvement. I love that, right? Everything that comes up that's making us feel, it always depends on our focus. So right away, Deanne, I am celebrating you and I'm holding space because we are definitely gonna grow that well-being. I love that. All right, so back to the full moon energy. You bet. The full moon energy is all about release and letting go. So when energies come up or feelings come up that are not quite where you want to be, that's okay. You're going to just give yourself a moment to breathe through it. So important. So your first tip is breathing through it. No judgment, right? This is not the time for judgment. This is the time for releasing. Now, today is a daily moon in Pisces, and Pisces, they feel deeply. And what we want to make sure is that we want you to be mindful, not to be too sensitive. And what you want to look for is balance. So if you tune in and you notice that you're not quite feeling an 8 or a 9 or a 10, then what you're going to want to do is first breathe through it. Just allow yourself to breathe through it. And tip number 2, accept where you are, right? Very simple, just starting off nice and simple. Third thing that we may want to do is bring out a journal, right? And ask ourselves, is there any tension in my body? Where is it happening? And write it down. So if you don't want to write it in your journal, write it on a piece of paper and just allow yourself to feel your body. Notice where it's at. Notice what you're feeling. Notice what you want to bring in. Okay? And you're going to write it down. That's the third little tip. And then we're going to step into true action. All right. So, of course, there are a lot of things out there, and there are many, many different ways that you can do it. What we want is to give you physical ways to kind of move your energy about, okay? So before you do anything, you always want to do like we did. You want to take a reading of where you're at. 5, 7, 3, doesn't matter. It's our A point. It's where we're starting from. So here are a few ideas that you can do to change how you are feeling, right? And we're not talking about deep work here. We're talking about just feeling better. And we're not going to talk about food like we did in the past few weeks, right? The holistic guidances on food to make you feel empowered and strong are already there, and there's some there. And if you are on my email sequence, then you already know where to find those, right? Because they're not going to stay forever in the group. They are free, but I transfer them over to my YouTube channel. So if you're not on my email list already, let me know, and you get those links automatically so you can always find them. All right. So here are a few ideas to help bring back balance inside your body, inside your mind, and inside your heart. All right. And you jot the ones down that you like. Now I've only have a few here. So take a bath or a shower. A bath or a shower is a fantastic way to ground yourself. Beautiful way. Another way, water, right? So water is another beautiful way to create grounding inside, and it also feeds your body. And I spoke a lot about water in last week's holistic guidance, so if you missed that, you can go and check it out. A third way, walking, just going outside and walking. Now, if you're going outside to take a walk, you don't want to bring your gray cloud with you, right? You want to leave it, just let it go. And when you go outside, you want to be mindful about what you're doing. So that means you could be looking around, you could be reciting a mantra, you could be thinking of your feet that's hitting the grass or the sand or the pavement, all depending where you're walking, right? And you want to pay attention to the feeling of your foot on the ground. It will bring your mind somewhere else. And again, if the emotions, the bleh feeling comes back up, just acknowledge it. Breathe it and release it. Okay. Another one that you can do, and I love this technique, it's a grounding technique. So there's machines that do this for you, or you can just do it with Mother Earth. Take off your shoes if it's warm enough, take off your socks, and just plant your feet on the ground. And just imagine that you are connecting deeply to Mother Earth. And if you're feeling guided, you can actually grow your pretend or visualize that you're growing roots under your feet and just allowing yourself to connect deeply into Mother Earth. And when you breathe up the strength and the courage, and this will bring in another side to feeling good. So are you enjoying these tips? Are these helpful? Are you jotting them down? Let me see some thumbs ups and some hearts, or you can go ahead and write in the comments, yes, these are great tips. I'm just going to take a sip of water myself. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. All right. So another thing that you can do that's free, or just about free, is take a moment for yourself. So in these hectic times, sometimes we're so busy doing, we forget to be. And in the full moon energy, where it's about, beautiful, I love that, thank you. We also want to be. So a great idea is to make yourself something really good to drink, like an herbal tea, something that feels soothing to you, and sit and drink your tea mindfully. Just take like a minute or two to drink your herbal tea or your drink mindfully, and just relax and just do that. So you might want to sit in front of your window and just notice the smell and take a moment, just like if you were a queen or on this beautiful vacation where you have time. So I'm not saying to take half an hour if you don't have time, but you can definitely take a minute, and this will bring some wellness in. It'll start pivoting the Blaah to yum, right? That is what we're looking for. You can also do it in the morning. So all depending what time you wake up and what you need to do in the morning. So let's just take a busy lifestyle, right? Maybe you get woken up by some kind of alarm, and maybe what you do is you press snooze, and you can still do that. But the difference is when you're going to press snooze or stop, you're going to take a moment to connect to your body. And you might start with your head, feeling your head and your face and your shoulders, stretching out your arms and your core, and then the bottom part of your legs, all the way to your tippy toes, and then putting your hands on your heart and just being grateful in that moment where you're waking up. Maybe you're warm and cozy, and not to go back to sleep, but to acknowledge where you're waking up and how good it feels that you did get some sleep, or that you did get some rest, and how thankful you are that now it's light out, or it's going to be light out soon. Find something in there in the morning that will bring you joy. Just take a moment. Do you like that one? I really like that one. Let me see if you like that one. And I'm going to give you another one. So I'm giving you like a ton of gold nuggets. Make sure that you're writing these down, because when you're feeling like a 2 or a 5 or even a 7, perfect, you're going to want to pull this journal out and read a few to remind you. Of course, if you're feeling bleh, and you just sit there in that and you stew in it and you focus thoughts on bleh, and you bring up emotions that are bleh, of course you cannot shift from a 2, 3, 4, 5 and go higher. You need to allow yourself to move up a little. And please, please, please recognize that if you need to do deeper work, and I'm talking about any kind of healing, trauma healing, or just healing in general for your body or for your emotions, or even on your timeline, then you're going to want to reach out and do some one-on-one work in some kind of healing modalities. This is not what we're covering here, but it is important that you know that there are resources out there for you, right? All right, so back to this. So where was I? Gratitude journal. Yes, write something that you're grateful for. Write it down. And then take a moment to think about it. So I'm going to give you one of mine that is like super easy to think about. My puppy, all right? His name is Ted. And if you follow me anywhere on social media, you're always going to see a picture of Ted. Now, Ted is always cool. He's always in a good mood. And he's always so awesome. And he's cute. And he's funny. And he's like a walking smile. So whenever I think of him, it brings up happy. It brings up just happy in me. It's very small, right? So when I'm feeling a 2, 3, or 5, 6, what we want is to take little steps that are going to bring in happy till we get to a 10. You're not going to jump from a 4 to an 8. But you will go from a 4 to a 5 to a 6 to 7 to 8 and 9 and a 10, right? So that is what we're looking for. We're looking for steps that will allow you to grow. If you bring your focus to something positive, to something that makes you smile, to something that's good, and you grow from there, you do something else. So for example, let's say I wake up and I'm feeling like a 3, for example. And I go, okay, I'm just going to be mindful about my body before I get up. And yeah, that doesn't work. What I know that works for me automatically is checking out Ted. So there's not much for me to do. All I need to do is call him in and he's going to do something cute, and it's going to make me smile. From there, I'm a 3. I just went up to a 3.5 or a 4. And then I can pull in some of these ideas that we've been sharing together. Is this making sense? Let me know if this is making sense to you. All right, so let me take a sip of water. I would love to know, fantastic, if you have some of your own. So if you have some or one, I'd like you to jot it down in the comments. And if you don't, I'd like you to think of one right now that you could do that would be easy to just kind of get you to move forward, like half a step or a full step. And as soon as there's a little bit of momentum, like a car, right? If your car won't start and you give it a push, right? All it needs is to start rolling, and then sometimes poof, you can get it rolling and the motor kicks in and it starts rolling on its own with the help of the motor, which is your happiness. But you know what I'm saying. All right, so Diane is saying, love all these tips. Great, I'm so happy that it resonates. If you have one, I'd like you to write it down. Write down what you could start with. One little thing that really kind of gets you feeling better. Just kind of nudges you forward. That is what we're looking for, especially in this kind of energy. We want you to just be pushed a little bit forward. So I'm going to give you a minute to think of that and to write it in the comments. And then we're going to do a 2-minute meditation together, right? We're going to just take a moment to bring in and anchor in some more. But I want you to come up with your own, because when it comes from you, when it comes from your source, it is so powerful and so useful. All right. Well, I'm going to keep going. All right. Maybe it'll come after. And if you're catching the replay, jot them down. There's so much power in the written word. And when you allow yourself to come up with your own solution, it is so much better. So go ahead and jot that down in the comments. And once you've done that, I just want you to sit nice and calm. And you can go ahead and close your eyes. And we're just going to do, I apologize in advance because I think I'm going to sneeze. Let me see if a sip of water will help. All right. So Diane says, yes, be grateful for at least 10 things. That's wonderful. And if ever 10 seems like a big stretch, then just go ahead and think of 1 or 2, and that'll start the ball rolling, right? So one of those is just to do like a 10-minute grounding meditation. For example, what we're going to do, I still feel like I'm going to sneeze. So if ever that happens, we're just going to pass over it like it was just a reality that we're all human, and we're going to keep going with our meditation, okay? That is so funny. Thank you for the interaction. I appreciate that. All right, so just sitting comfortably, and you can do this on your own whenever you're feeling guided, whenever you feel that you need a deeper connection, to switch from maybe a 5 to a 6, or from a 6 to a 7, or from a 7 to an 8. And just allow yourself to calm down. And just imagine that you have a basket on your left-hand side, and you're holding it in your left hand. And in this basket, you're going to take all your worries and preoccupations and even those Blaah feelings, and you're just going to take them one at a time and just put them in this basket. And what's really fun about this basket is you're going to notice that it doesn't have a bottom. And as soon as you put one of these worries or preoccupations or stresses or even anxiety, as soon as you put it in this basket, it just kind of slides down and gets discarded into Mother Earth to be transmuted into a different frequency, just to be released and transmuted. And just discard, even if it's physical tiredness or pain, just allow yourself to put in this basket, at least in this moment. And I want you to bring your attention to your breath. And feel free to put your left hand now on your womb space. And allow yourself to take some deep belly breaths in, big belly. And squeeze the belly, breathing out through the nose, squeezing the chest. And another big belly breath in through the nose, the chest and the shoulders. And squeezing the air out, belly first, chest, and then shoulders. And let's do one last one. Big belly breath in, stretching out the chest and the shoulders, breathing through your nose and squeezing the belly and the chest and the shoulders, and just allowing your hand to fall palms up on your thigh, and just relaxing the shoulders. And just notice that under your feet, these beautiful roots are growing and moving past your shoes or your socks if you have, through the floor if there is one, and through the ground, through all the layers of the ground, and connecting deeply with the heart of Mother Earth, with her heart chakra, and just connecting deeply in there. And if there is anything else that needs to be released or let go, just surrender it to Mother Earth with love and joy that she is taking this in and transmuting it. And go ahead and take a big belly breath in, pulling in the strength and the calmness and the courage from Mother Earth, pulling it in through your roots, through your feet and your legs, and allowing it to come up through your spine all the way to the top of your head. And just like a fountain, releasing it at the top of your head and transmuting all your energy centers. And let's do it again. Pulling in the energy from the core of Mother Earth, pulling it in with love and care and gentleness, bringing it in through your body, through your feet and legs, allowing it to pass through each organ of your body, allowing it to come up through your heart, down your arms, and you can even do sparkle fingers towards the ground, allowing what doesn't serve just to kind of fall off, bringing it up, this beautiful energy through your shoulders and throat, through your thyroid, all your glands and your muscles and your bones, and repositioning your hands on your thighs, through your head and your eyes, your teeth, in your brain and the glands that are there, and just allowing this light to connect at a higher space, way above your head, way above, way above. Breathing in the energy from Mother Earth and pulling down the energy from the space of the ether and connecting in your heart. And just put both hands on your higher heart space. And feeling your chest expand as you breathe. And feeling in your heart your gratitude for these breaths that keep you alive, keeping your body healthy. Being in this specific moment, sharing and learning and downloading some new codes. And allow yourself to say and to feel, thank you. And say it again with me. Thank you. And feel it. Feel the gratitude for what is important to you in your life that you have. Say it with me one more time. Thank you. Allowing your hands to come back down. And in one moment, I'm going to count to 3. And on 3, you're going to open your eyes, feeling calm, refreshed, energized, and joyful for being right here, right now. 1, coming all the way back to this moment with the energy and the calmness and the expansion. 2, starting to move your toes and your hands, maybe rubbing your legs, anchoring all these great feelings, giving your arms a great big rug, and giving yourself a big hug. And 3, opening your eyes, reaching out, and just allowing your body to move in any way that's comfortable, really anchoring in this wellness and well-being, and feeling all this added positivity in your body and in your heart. And right now, I would like for you to take another test, and between 0 and 10, where are you feeling? And be honest. We want you to be honest. And just jot it down. So I am definitely an 8.7. So there has been an increase, and I love that. Now, for me to jump even more, I'm getting the sense that I need nourishment. So to feed my body, I haven't eaten yet. I had a smoothie and some water, but I haven't eaten yet. So I feel that if I can eat mindfully, I would definitely go get a 10. So let me know how you're feeling. Jot it down in the comments. And what we want is a step. If you did a leap, awesome. We want to bring that in. We want to enjoy it. If we did just a step, we also want to celebrate that. So important. Oh, I love that, Diane. So great. So you went from a 5 to a 7.5. I love that, Gianna. Beautiful. Just like me. We're so connected. 8.5. So, ladies, I want you to ask yourself, what would you need to bring it up even more? I got my reply. I feel that I need to eat. Maybe it is downtime. Maybe it's sleep. Maybe it is community, to chat with someone. Maybe it is a hug. Maybe it is a cry. Maybe it is a walk. What do you feel for you would bring it up even higher? I want you to ask yourself that, and I want you to jot it down. What we're doing here is building a communication funnel between you, your conscious you, and your deeper feeling you, your intuition. And the more you ask and you receive the answer, you open up to receive the answer, the more you'll be able to download these valuable information. So I ask you, what could you do in maybe the next few minutes or few hours that would really allow you to grow from whatever amount you are in to the next one? Diane says a big smile. I love that, right? So for you, it'll be physically moving your body in a way that signals joy. I love it, right? And we've done several in our meditation, but I am going to accompany you on that one because it is a great one, a smile, right? So most of us know that when we smile, it means happiness. So it doesn't matter if feeling great is here, if you're coming from this angle or this angle or this angle or this angle. What's important is that you get to that place where it's going to make you feel even better. So I'm with you on that one. Gianna, if you have one that you would like to share, jot it down. And goddesses, if you're watching this on replay, jot it down. What this does is it builds community. And we know as women to grow, to feel accomplished, is to have acknowledgement. So we want to acknowledge our sisters in this group and in your regular life. So when you see that one of your sisters has succeeded in some way, we want to acknowledge them. We want to give them some love. We want to give them some thumbs ups. We want to share in a verbal word or a verbal hug of love, because that builds and builds our self-worth. Women grow when they feel accomplished and recognized by themselves, recognized by self, recognized by others. Men thrive with challenges, right? Women thrive in community, and that's what we want right here. So remember to reach out to your sisters, even if you're just welcoming them in or giving them a thumbs up. All right, beautiful goddesses, if you are at a specific level and you want to go higher and you're struggling with that, just know that you can reach out to me and we will chat about it, see where you are and see where you want to be. I'll be able to give you a few tips to get you aligned. And if ever you want to work more deeply and get some healing done, bring in some goals, really manifest what you want, get healthier, blissfully healthy, right? Around your hormones, around menopause, around eating, around your weight, and also to connect at a deeper level, soulfully connected. Reach out to me. It'll be my pleasure to chat with you, and we'll get you aligned with your next big yummy. All right, beautiful goddesses, thank you for stepping on. Thank you for your time. Sending lots of love, and am very much looking forward to hearing where you're at now with the meditation, and sending you love, light, and blessings. And I will see you next week. Bye for now.